This question is from 2018, it's paper 1, and it's looking at operating systems primarily. And the question is, a software company decides to build an operating system for OCR smartwatches. Memory management is one of the functions of an operating system, and it just asks you to list 3 other functions. So in terms of the extensive list of what operating systems do, you probably just want to make sure that you've got a list of 4 or 5 that you can recall. So have these in your notes that are clear to read over and practice trying to revise and learn. So one of those is obviously to provide a user interface or a graphical user interface. You might want to put interface. Does it always have to be graphical? It certainly needs to manage the hardware, and it also perhaps manage the peripherals, such as the hardware that's external to the computer system, such as mice, keyboards, scanners, and other devices. You might also that it provides security. Now, of course, you could have put manages memory, it manages CPU usage, and it handles interrupts, lots of different things it handles. So as long as it's one of the functions, you're going to mark for that, and that's 3. Now it shows you a diagram here of part of a computer's memory, figure 2 here. So always in answering your questions, it gives you diagrams, it talks about program A, B, C, D, program X, Y, refer to that in your answers. Don't give a generic answer. So it says the operating system divides the memory into equally sized chunks, and it asks you to name the type of memory management that this is, and this is of course paging. Second part of the question, longer, so this is a describe, so let's pick out the keywords. Blah blah blah, we're looking to describe. The operating system needs to load program C into memory, but there's not enough space. So hopefully this will flag to you that this is going to be to do with virtual memory, where the secondary storage is used, which is magnetic hard disk or solid state drive. It says describe how the operating system would use virtual memory to load program C. So you want to say, make it clear of course that the operating system uses, so the operating system uses part of secondary storage, e.g. SSD, as virtual memory. And of course when we say memory, we mean what we commonly know as RAM, the 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 gigabytes of RAM. That is of course quicker than hard disk and closer to the processor. It will move unused parts. So that's the first part. Second part of course is it will move unused parts, pages of program. So again, refer to the question. So any unused parts of or pages of program A or B into virtual memory, and then final step for the final mark, it will load program C into RAM, physical memory. And of course you'll get a 1 mark for each of these points, and obviously that's 3, and then that's 4, so it's about 7 marks. If we go back up here and look at the question, that's 7 marks out of 140, so just part of the bigger scheme of things.